Here we are, it's the opening meeting of the 22-23 season for Robertson Prestige International Speedway. Beautiful day here in Manawatu. I'm here with Quinn Ryan, 46B Superstock. Quinn, good to see you here. It's a new era for you.
Yeah, it is a new era. Pretty exciting actually. We've got a new car obviously, and yeah, got a new Rees chassis, so it's something a bit different. It's like going back to the old car. My first car used to have a beam, so yeah, going back to a beam, and these cars are obviously quite well known and they do perform, so quite excited to get some laps under my belt on this new weapon.
Before we get into the ins and outs of this new race car, the breakaway from Buckle Racing, just run us through that.
Yeah, so obviously, as you know, young Jacob sort of worked his way through, and he's obviously been doing really well, and it was always going to be a matter of time when Jacob comes up. Two cars was probably going to be a bit too much with James, so I'm at a point now in my life where I sort of wanted to go back and do my own thing, and yeah, it's just the way it sort of worked out, you know. Like I've been with James for 5 or 6 seasons now, so had a wicked run, you know, had some good results and had an awesome time. So now that Jacob's in, and yeah, we're just going to do our own thing now. So yeah, it's just the way it is.
Now, a lot of drivers sometimes when they break away from a sponsor or a mentor as important as James and through the Buckle sponsorship could walk away from the sport, but you've actually embraced it more. You've got a successful business behind you now,
yeah,
and you've just gone whole hog. You're into it now with a new era and this new car. So talk about this new car a little bit.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, I didn't want to just step away from the sport, you know. I love the sport, so I didn't want to just get out of it, so I wanted to carry on doing it. And we obviously already had a car underway, but obviously I just decided that we'd do it on my own. So obviously I've had the help of Aaron with my main crew there. He's been helping me build it, but yeah, it's been pretty exciting. Obviously I've got a couple of new sponsors on board now. Got Repco and Garage 16, and there's a couple of other new ones on there, Misfit Productions, and Trade Zone have stuck on board, and also Aztec Motorsports, who does my shocks, he's also been really good as well. And then obviously, yeah, myself and SJ, Eastworld Engineering, wouldn't be doing it without ourselves, obviously. So, no, it's been a wicked cool build actually. I've really enjoyed it. Me and Aaron have both really enjoyed building this car. Yeah, it's been good.
So, when you released this car on Facebook, I remember posting, I said, that thing looks fast just even sitting there. It looks even faster in person. Let's run through some specs of this car. I want to know about the engine, the chassis, what suspension setups you're running.
Yeah, so I've got a Nissan 56 Chad Ace engine.
Pulling how much horsepower?
This engine will be around the 500 sort of horsepower. It's not the same sort of engine what's in the Tri-Rail. I'd say it would be a little bit down from that. But it's not too far off, but it's definitely not what's in the Tri-Rail. But it's got a good hookup in it, eh? Like it hooks up really well, and obviously I've had 5 runs in it now. I came here and done palming practice in Miami, and it's honestly amazing the side bite and the drive it has off the corner. It's completely different to the Tri-Rail. It tends to points it where I want it to go. And yeah, the shocks, obviously, like I said, I got Aztec Motorsports, Aaron Zampese on board, and he's been nothing but amazing helping me set this car up. He's here all the time, working me through the track, and if it's got a bit of a push, he helps out with what we need to do. So he's been a wicked support.
What race seat do you prefer to use?
So I've got a Hampton seat in there. Obviously there was a Hampton in the Tri-Rail as well. I don't know. I've had a race stick before and that was fine, but I had a few knocks in that seat and get a little bit rattled. But I find in these ones you have a good few knocks, and I don't know. I just like it a bit more, and I run the window net just here for a little bit more support. And I run the hybrid neck restraint, and it just works for me, eh? So I think it's all personal preference.
You put the car on the track, I think, for the first time on Tuesday. I don't know if you've been to Harrisville or anything, but as soon as you put that car on the track, it was turning in.
Yeah, like I said, we did come here on Palmy last Saturday for a skid. We just got 2 runs in here, and a bit pushy to start with, and then we made a few adjustments, and yeah, way it went. In regards to teething issues, believe it or not, it's been pretty good. A couple of little minor things, but yeah, I was expecting a few more things, but see what it's like with a few knocks.
And you're looking for a big season this year? The New Zealand titles are back on board?
Yeah, honestly, I definitely am. I've definitely come in the season to have a big year. It's definitely a bit tricky. Obviously, I've got a newborn in the mix as well, and my partner Claudia, which I must thank a lot actually. She's been nothing but amazing, supporting me doing this. As everyone knows, the amount of time and money that goes into the sport is crazy. So yeah, if you're going to do it, you've got to do it properly. You don't just do it half-assed. So we're going to do it properly this year and see how we go and enjoy it.
And of course, some big news released today. One of your main rivals from Hawke's Bay, Jason Long, has announced his retirement.
Yeah, very unfortunate. Yeah, obviously Jason's a good mate. He's real close with all us Hawke's Bay boys down there. Yeah, very sad. It's going to be a shame to miss, not have him in the sport. He's been actually a bit of a role model for myself, and it's been really cool to race beside him, and he can be nothing but proud of himself, to be honest. He's done so many amazing things. He's won the Grand Slam, he's won Teams Champs. What else, he's done pretty much everything, so he can be nothing but proud of himself.
Yeah, definitely. So, in 12 years' time, if I'm still commentating, will there be a Ryan on the track in mini stocks?
My daughter will not be in a race car.
Really?
No.
Why not?
She'll be doing ballet, I think.
Yeah, it's